Good day, folks. So I did another flip, but apparently I forgot to have my microphone on. So here is a voiceover. So, as you might recall from the last episode, I had finished the historic house and had bought a new property. I had bought the windmill property. Well, there were a few glitches about that, and I will insert that here. What the hell? I just bought myself a piece of garbage. Look at that, look at that. I get stuck. I get stuck, I get stuck, I get stuck. Then I went ahead and I backed out of that and I went back to my office. Only to discover that this had happened. My house! My house is gone! My house is gone! So, yeah, needless to say, the ending of my last video was a bit emotional and a bit draining and a bit panic stricken. And, but everything's fine. Everything's fine. I went back, I exited out of my video and I went back into it and, out of the video, sorry, out of the game. I went back into it and my house was fine. I've continued to have that problem with the game. Apparently everybody's having this problem with the game ever since it came out with the Dine Out DLC. So, let's just go with it and just play it as is. So what I did is I took that windmill property because after discovering that trying to put new stairs into it would be impossible, I scrapped it, I sold it, that was it, and I went and bought this. This is the one to move in, I believe, was what it's called, and this is what it looked like before I flipped it. As you can tell by that footage, it happens to be Monica and Rachel's apartment from the show Friends. I did not know this apartment even existed. I had seen the Silly Cat poster, which I knew was a play on Smelly Cat because it has the guitar in the picture and everything. Didn't put two and two together, so I had no idea. It never even dawned on me that they would do this. I should have known. They did a recreation of the McAllister house for Christmas. Of course, they're going to do a recreation of some other famous home. So I just happened to buy it, and well, this is how it turned out. I'm very happy with it. The concept was to make it a grown-up version of Monica and Chandler's home after they had a kid, and it's a little bit more mature and cleaner. Now, the one thing I didn't take a video of is I didn't show you the outside. Here is essentially the hallway, and this is which is something I had not seen before when they did apartments. You normally can't go into the hallway except for in House Flipper 2 for the Bohemian apartment, but apparently they made it possible to go out into the the hallway of this one. And this would be Chandler and Joey's old apartment. And over there are the stairs. And when I look at those stairs, all I think of is Ross going, "Pivot! Pivot! Pivot!" as they're trying to carry the couch up the stairs. Now, let's go ahead and let's walk into the newly renovated, updated, and matured version of Monica and Chandler's apartment. As you can see here, everything is much cleaner, much brighter, and much less purple. Over here, we have the Silly Cat, play on Smelly Cat. We have a little dining area for four, because this is now a home for four. And we have a newly renovated kitchen. Now, I kept, for the most part, the cabinets and all that kind of stuff, like the style, but I painted them, so I didn't paint them. I changed the color to make it as if they painted them. And then I put a little island, and there is a little dinner area for Monica and Chandler to have dinner when the kids are asleep. And I forgot to move that, so we'll just move that out of the way. But yeah, that's the new kitchen. I mean, they're about to have some ramen and enjoy a bottle of wine while the kids are sleeping. I do have a few little touches here and there, like a new dishwasher, a much larger fridge, a spice rack, cookbook, because as we know, Monica is a chef. Though I will admit I don't watch this show very often. I'm no more from clips than I do anything else. So yeah, so that's. I'm just kind of going by what I think Monica would be like. There's some drinks out there, bottles of tequila and wine and other probably whiskey to keep out of the reach of the kids, even though they're babies. They, gotta practice safe alcohol storage early on in life. What else am I showing here? I have no idea. Okay, that's just the kitchen, and then yeah, a little cooking area for Monica to watch TV and talk to Chandler while she's prepping food for herself and Chandler and the little ones. I admit I don't know what their names were. I don't know if they're male or female, or both or what. I have no idea. Over here is the new living room. I've painted blue, and over here we have some tile and backsplash that kind of reflects a little bit of that blue and that gray. And of course we have Rachel's trifle. I always wondered why they made this trifle and put this in this game. I now understand why, because it's supposed to be her thing that has like peas and I don't remember what else. Mayonnaise, I think. I don't know. It's really weird. But anyways, yeah. So I decided, since it was there when you first walk into the apartment, just to leave it there. Um, Oh yeah, I put some stuff on the top just to fill it out. I like having stuff at the top of my cupboards. I hate the dust and all that collects up there, but yeah, you just wash it off. It's all good, right? Electric kettle, big fridge that you can't open for some reason. I didn't put anything in the cupboards. I almost never do. Over here is the living room as I panned away. Sorry, this is Monica's workstation where she does her menus. This is a picture called The Kiss, which I thought was rather appropriate for them. And she's got her water bottle and some menus that she's working on to update probably. Here is Aunt Phoebe's guitar where she's saying Smelly Cat and some weird little dog statue that I found in the closet. No idea what that was. This was the bookcase that existed already with the books. I actually surprisingly put them back on there, even though when you move, you can't move it all together and you have to take it apart. Whatever, I dealt with it. Yes, that is the little workstation. It was over underneath the window at one point, but I moved it. And as I said, this is a living room. I've done it in blue with a beautiful, beautiful white heron in the wallpaper behind the TV against a blue background. I just think it's beautiful. Up above is a blue chandelier. I originally had white, but it was very, very bright. Like it reflected light a little too much. So this kind of tones it down just a little bit, and but still gives some light in the area. You'll notice to the right there is a big oversized brown. I'm not. I'm probably talking about the heron. Oh, there's the heron. See, there's the heron. There you go. Yeah, and the blue wall. I don't remember what this paint color, by the way, is. I have no idea. I tend to just go, oh yeah, that looks good, and it's not the exact match to the wallpaper, but it's a nice contrast. So, and as I keep going, oh, over here we have a little area for collectibles and plants, because I can only imagine. Yeah, I didn't put anything in the cupboards. I can only imagine Monica would have fresh herbs at the top there on the windowsill for cooking with, and some pictures and some other plants, and that's how I envision Monica to be, someone who has this kind of cutesy little stuff kicking around, because back in the day I would have too, especially with this little nook. I really like these little nooks in the house, this apartment. I put this bookcase was there before, and I just changed it to a white color. I didn't put anything on it. I probably should have, but for some reason I did not. um Okay, anytime now. I'm talking about the bookcase. I don't know why I'm talking about the bookcase. The hallway is a variegated blue. I didn't really do much else. The pictures, the lighting's all still the same, and I just left it as is. The window coverings are the same. I didn't bother doing anything with that. I did put wardrobe or like closet doors on here and put a little closet organizational thing back here, just because I noticed that there was no closet in this apartment, and you need places to put, your guest coats and all that kind of stuff. So that's the main area of the apartment so far. And then we have the bathroom. Now, the bathroom was kind of a gong show, in my opinion, for what it was before. I did add a full-size tub. I did not put a shower in because, let's just say, I had some massive issues trying to put a shower tub combo in, and I gave up on it. So you'll notice it's now a bright yellowy orangey blue, orangey, not blue, sorry, a yellowy orange kind of thing, kind of color. And I put some matching artwork up there. I put some storage in here. It does look a little bit nicer when the light's on. It's a little bit softer of an orange, not quite so intense. It's kind of a muted kind of color, which I appreciate. Put some towels, the laundry. Now, I did realize later on that I forgot to put any sort of actual laundry washer and dryer in, which would have been beneficial to do in that little closet nook. But since you can't do stacking washer and dryer in this flip, it really wouldn't have made any difference. Oh yeah, if you haven't seen, they have these cute little rubber duckies that you can light up and are kind of creepy and freaky looking, and I don't know why anyone would want them. They must mean something. Maybe it's something to do with this particular like friends. I have no idea, but they were actually in the house already. I just put them in there again. So yeah, that's the bathroom. Yeah, I had quite the problem trying to put a shower bathtub combo. If you've ever seen their shower bathtub combo, um, you cannot, and I think I'm bringing it up right now, you can only put it so that it's on the left side. And that's because they didn't bother to make a left and a right side. See? So the glass cover thing there that, prevents the water from splashing out, you can only put it on the left side. You can only put it on the left side. You cannot put it right. They did not make a left and right option. The dumbest thing ever. This is one of those things about House Flipper that really fries my butt, that they put all this attention to detail on so many other things except little things like that. And to me, those make a big deal because it makes a difference when you are trying to be creative and make a apartment or a house as realistic as possible. And yes, I gripe about this game constantly. It's just the way I am. And I did try to put a individual shower, but you can't put a shower where a bath plumbing already is. So that was a no-go. Maybe I could have put it on the other wall and had them shower. I don't know. I was ultimately I probably could have put the clawfoot tub that has a built-in shower and I've been fine, but whatever. Now I did a little bit of research. Oh wait, no, I don't know what I'm talking about here. I think yeah, I did a little bit of research and I found out that Monica's favorite color was red, so I painted her room. Went from pink to red, red and white specifically. And I think it turned out very nice. It was a much bigger space than I thought. I put these little closets here in for storage because they didn't have any closet storage. And I put these little bookcases, those bookcases with the little arms there. I put those just kind of divide the area. There was originally a wall to the left, and I knocked it down and I opened it up. And I had thought about putting a bookcase in to block it off and give privacy, but it was a little too closed off. I think these bookcases here, they give a much more open and airy look, but they also give some storage, which is much needed in such a small space as this. And I left the bed as is because it does seem like something that she would keep, and maybe something that she got from her grandmother. I have no idea. But at least, at least Chandler, because I have a feeling Chandler is someone who has lots of clothes. At least he has lots of storage for his clothes now. And, I still had enough room for dressers and a little ottoman to sit down on to do, when you're changing. These little nooks in this apartment are really quite cute. I really like them. I normally don't like nooks in an apartment or any housing. I prefer flat, square walls. But yeah, and I did try to put some additional dressing, like a curtain or something like that, on this window. Nothing looked right or nothing fit. So I kind of just gave up and I just left it with blinds. I think that's what it was, the default. The picture was already here. I left it. I don't know what the point of the picture was. I put a little red heart up there just as if, Chandler gave that to her for Valentine's Day and she kept it by her bedside as, something maybe from their first Valentine's Day. I don't know. And then you go out here and you go back into the bedroom. Oh, yeah. I sat down in the chair just to take a good look around because really it is a very beautiful space. I would be very happy living here. Now let's go into the kids' bedroom. Now, remember they had twins, and ultimately I probably should have made this into the master bedroom because it's significantly bigger, but since there's two kids, they probably do need a bigger space. So let us walk in. Now, I didn't know if they had a male and a female, so I made it pink and blue, or teal, I believe what it is. Now, I realized later on as I was doing another flip that I chose the wrong wallpaper. The one I wanted to choose, and I didn't realize there was two, was the one that has blue in the bottom and pink at the top. I would have preferred it that way. I didn't realize there was one. Ultimately, albeit probably if I'd really thought of it, I would have used the forest animal wallpaper. But again, I forgot that it even existed until later on, which I will show you in a bit. But yeah, so we have two cribs, we have a bookcase, we have a picture, we have two dressers, two rocking chairs, because two kids, you're going to need both of them be able to feed the kids same time. Some pictures, yes, I'm aware, they're kind of boyish, but even girls like me happen to like dinosaurs. I love the colors. I probably would have preferred those kind of colors for the room, and had I done the forest animals, it probably would suit it a little bit better. The blues, the greens, yes, it would have been a little bit boyish, but I mean, a girl can like forest animals. They can like, browns and greens and blues and all that kind of stuff too, as well as dinosaurs. Why not? Change table over here. This is where I remembered about the forest animal print. And then we have a little rabbit pig, what are they called? Hook thing. The light's probably not the best place to put the light because, eventually they'll be able to stand up. But, for now, let's just leave it like that. And since I'll just pretend the babies are small and they can't stand up. And hopefully they wouldn't stand up anyways when mom is standing there and she hopefully doesn't walk away from the kids because that would be very dangerous. Definitely got some storage down there for wet wipes and diapers and other things. The dressers obviously are for the clothes. It's too bad you can't put this kind of stuff on the front of that kind of print on the front of the other furniture, but that's fine. I mean, it is what it is. I have no idea why I'm moving the cursor around. I'm probably talking about the wallpaper at this point. Who knows? I did put on the floor, as you'll see in a second, I did put the forest animal carpet on the floor. I actually really like it. I also did a rocking horse and a little dollhouse. It's very cute. I really enjoy this room. I think it's great. Unfortunately, for some reason, if you sit in the rocking chair, you can't really rock. But when you first put it down, it rocks. It's kind of a weird thing. I know the rocking horse. If you click on it and quote unquote use it, it does rock. But too bad you can't do that with the chairs because I think that would be really cool to see. But yeah, so that is the conclusion. The flip of what is it called? The one to move in. I have no idea what that means. I'm sure it means something. I hope you enjoyed. I definitely plan to do more. In fact, we're probably going to buy another one. In fact, I know we're going to buy another one right after this. I almost forgot. I need to show you me selling the place and putting it up for auction. I didn't get very much money on this. It's really kind of disappointing. Thankfully enough, there's no option for a garden because that would be kind of weird since it's an apartment. They were smart enough to take that out, but they weren't smart enough. Never mind. We're not even going to go there. So yeah, let's put it up for auction. It says it has 7 rooms. I don't understand that. I counted, a kitchenette, living room, which I assume is 1, and then 2 bedrooms, bathroom, and a closet. That's not 7. So maybe it was originally 7. I have no idea. No, it wasn't originally 7 because I only knocked one little partial wall out. Yeah, so I only made like 12,000 on this flip. It is what it is. Not sure why they bought it, but it would be a good place for an older couple. They're going to complain no matter what you do. They're always going to complain. So let's go ahead and let's go buy a new place. So yeah, let's go ahead and buy Urban Gemini Dreams. This is a bit more than I expected. You'll see my video, which I have not recorded yet. I am currently in the process of decorating. This is a bit more than a bit bigger than I thought it was going to be. It turns out this is actually 2 apartments. It is the property from Espresso Dreams or Espresso something from the Dine Out DLC. So I didn't dawn on me when I was looking at these pictures that it has 2 kitchens and 2 living rooms and all that kind of stuff. Not sure what I was thinking, but yeah, I completely missed that altogether. And there we go. So we're outside now. This is the outside property. There's two doors, which again, when I bought the place, I didn't realize it was 2 apartments. Don't know what the hell I was thinking, but you have a living room, a kitchen, which is quite nice. I really like this space. I am looking forward to flipping it. Um, Nice big stairway. It goes upstairs. Nice kitchen. Very nice kitchen. Like the kitchen. I am definitely. I don't think I show it. I don't show it in this video, but I sell everything. I got rid of everything. Going upstairs, we have a little. I don't know what that's called. What is that called? Landing, I guess. A bathroom, and then a massive, and I do mean massive, freaking bedroom. Like, this is ridiculously big. I don't know why it's so big, but it is what it is. So let's go look at the other property now. So we're outside the other property, and here we go. We have these another little sitting area, which is quite nice. It's very usable. Weird. I hate these paneling. I hate these panelings were the first to go when I cleared out everything in this property. And we have some weird glass wall here, which are very nice. I kind of like the concept of it, and lots of storage. But I got rid of everything. Everything's gone. I'll tell you that right now. I sold everything. Again, nice kitchen, very user friendly. Plan to put an island or something in there instead of having a separate table and chairs. I can't stand the idea of having chairs like that. We go upstairs, and it's the same layout as the other place. It's got the little landing and then a fairly large bathroom. And then we have a really, really large bedroom now. I'm not going to tell you what I did do so far in the other property, but let me just say that it is going to be much different. I'm going to do them as different as possible. I'm not the most creative person, as you probably can tell, but I'm going to try and be as creative as possible with both these flips. And then we're back to the house, which has reverted back to its original thing because the game is broken. So I'm going to save you all the details of the cleaning of those 2 properties, those 2 apartments, and we'll just end the video here. It's been quite the gong show, to put it kindly, with this game the last couple of days, and it's really given me a bit of a headache. So I will leave it at that. When I come back, I will have 2 apartments ready to show you. Hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you again shortly. Thanks. Bye-bye.